to get down in here. I see like a bombed out building about 400 meters ahead. You can't really see us roll down here, so you shouldn't get shot in the head, but stay low. I'm gonna go get some reconnaissance out with the drone. Cover me, provide security. Okay, I see two enemies 400 meters away, bombed out building with removed roof, right at our objective to look at it. You think you take them out 2 shots? Get them. Both targets down, both targets down. Good job, good job. All right, gonna send the drone back, report to HQ.
Welcome to the show, and welcome to Glow So Bright. So, drones. They're pretty inexpensive right now, quite accessible, and you can get one for less than $300, like this DJI Mini 2 SE, which is probably DJI's lowest cost options available. And I tried cheaper drones out there. I was given this one for free, and this one is unsuitable. There's all sorts of headaches with this particular model. We use very cheap models where poor app support, poor translations from Chinese to English, apps that don't really work with modern cell phones, or you have to get a very weird, janky APK from a third-party site. And once you get them working, they don't fly and take off that well. They aren't stable in flight. The image quality is terrible. I don't find them to be useful and a waste of money, and frankly discouraging for anyone willing to go and want to get into drones. But DJI's, I'm quite impressed and quite happy, and the quality and difference between this one and a more generic, cheaper one like this Con TXO one, night and day difference. So what about this drone and what I was trying to do with it? Well, I don't have a spotting scope, so maybe I can go and use this particular thing as a substitute for one. So I ran into a bit of a few issues. One is I can't operate a firearm while piloting a drone. Other people, unless they have a commercial drone pilot license, they will not be able to operate the drone lawfully. So I ended up having other people be a shooter for me. We ended up coordinating a team where I'd be a spotter with the drone, the other person would be a shooter, and we did 4 different attempts with 2 different shooters and 4 different firearms, none of which have been successful. So we went over to the Safford rifle range. One attempt, we used a Remington 700 hunting rifle with a poorly mounted, cheap Vortex scope on it.
Firearm ready. Right edge. Target hit.
I was aiming center right.
All right, move to the next target.
Next target.
Right. Right berm, left square.
Right burn.
Don't fire until I say so.
Okay.
All right. All right. Engage target. High. One target high. Still shooting high.
Still shooting high. God damn.
to engage.
Roger.
Hi, you're dancing between the top and the bottom edge. Windage is good.
That was lower 1/3 of the target.
Yeah, you want dancing between the top and the bottom of the target.
All right.
Can't tell. Was dancing around it.
Jeez.
Hi.
Still?
Yeah.
I'm aiming low. I'm aiming under it, man.
All right.
All right.
Right.
Oh. Is that live?
Yeah. Real time.
All right. I'm aiming under it this time. Again.
I can't tell if you hit it or not.
Oh, I saw a splash right there, man.
Went low or low is good.
Low.
Right.
Jesus Christ. I ain't no Henry Chan, dude. Wait, am I shooting at the right target?
Yeah, you are. You're engaging the right target, just not hitting it. I guess try and do it. Still marginally high. What the hell?
2792.
Want to shift over to the next target?
Sure.
All right.
Windage is good, right?
Yeah, windage is good.
All right. Okay, next target is
Black elk.
Black elk. I'm aiming head level right above the legs.
Target impact.
Where?
Can't tell exactly, but you hit it.
I heard the impact.
Seems like you hit over at like heart lungs area, so that's pretty good.
Shit. Yeah, I'm aiming like behind its head.
High.
High?
Seems high to me or left. Does that seem high?
I can see impact. I see impact.
Okay.
Ammo seems pretty consistent though.
Yeah, it seems pretty high though.
Alright, I'm aiming lower. I am aiming at the same spot where it impacted last
Yeah,
time.
no, I think it's because of vertical stringing.
That is a toasty barrel.
Yeah.
Should we let it cool off or?
No, continue to engage.
Okay. Alright, I'll aim lower. Aim in at the spine.
Seems high.
Still?
Yeah. I think yeah, I think it's like the barrel's getting too high or something, or the harmonics is screwed up by
Yeah.
or the harmonics is like messed up by the. That's not a free floating stock, is it?
No.
Oh yeah, that is definitely causing problems.
All right. Well, if it's still high, I'm gonna go just under it.
Yeah. Impacted the rear of it, probably right.
Impact on target or
No, not impact on target.
just behind it? Okay.
Just below the belly. Windage is excellent.
Jesus Christ, man. All right. Well, there's nothing.
Might have been to the right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the problem with the drones though is that I'm at a top-down angle.
Okay, so when you say right below the belly, are you saying splash under the belly?
Yeah, like directly below it.
Are these targets angled facing down?
What? I have no idea.
Because if there's a splash directly under the belly, that probably means it's an impact.
Want to shift over to the next target then?
Sure. Yeah, can you ooh, I don't know what distance they're shooting at, but if you can get like a profile view of the deer, I can tell you if that would have been it or not. Because I didn't hear an impact though.
Let's move over here. I'm getting like degraded signal.
Yeah, probably because you're under a shack. Re-engaging the deer.
All right. Yeah. Okay. With the way the drone's oriented, I can't tell where it is.
I saw the impact. It was over the left rump, or slightly over.
Okay.
Okay. So.
And once we started pushing the rifle up to like past 300 yards, 400 yards, a bit further, we're getting diagonal stringing. This is a problem due to the canted iron sights. Another attempt we'd have, using an M1 Grand. However, the problem with the M1 Grand though is that the rear sight assembly was not assembled properly. It kept backing up, kept shifting under recoil, therefore a consistent sight picture and sight alignment cannot be achieved. So we had a bust over there. Different shooter, different day, different rifle. So we have a 5.56 caliber AR-15 using 77 grain ammunition. We thought, hey, that might be good in theory. Yet the ammunition we tested, FIREARM 77 grain ammunition, is quite bad. Low velocities and very, very, very inconsistent. Unfortunately, I don't have the footage for this, but the precision achieved with basic Federal Lake City M193 loads, and comparing that to the FIREARM 77 grain stuff, the Lake City stuff was match ammo in comparison. So we tried doing it anyways, and using a 4x ACOG and pushing the rifle past 350 yards, incredibly dicey.
I'm kind of impressed.
I'm quite surprised about it.
Yeah, I thought it'd be worse, where you'd have to like constantly fight it back, but that's cool.
Okay, what do you want to... All right, sighted in. What do you want to engage? Bowling pins or steel target?
We'll go for steel target. Let's say let someone else have the bowling pins.
Hi.
Ah, shoot. You good?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
High,
Okay.
about 3 targets high, about 20 inches high.
Still high?
Still high, about 1.5 targets up. Windage is left, quarter left,
Quarter left.
quarter center. Windage perfect. Still about a target high.
Huh. Hang on. Interesting.
Misfire.
Yeah.
I'd say you're a half target high.
Damn, I have to aim real fucking low. That sounds like a hit.
Still high. Okay, that is really, really far off. Just hit the, you just hit like 3 targets to the right, about 5 targets up, 6 targets up. Sure you don't need a bag?
Give me a sec.
Hey, your sling's caught under your wheel.
Yeah. Annoying and unexpected. And you're saying I was shooting pretty low to start with, so
No, your impacts are striking above the target.
still, huh?
Yeah, but that last shot you did was way, way, way off.
Okay.
You're also getting like a significantly higher velocity for that cartridge, so I think it might be an ammunition issue.
It also doesn't help that this was zeroed for something else. But it also makes no sense because it would have been 55 grains. All right. Shot low?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it shot low. Hang on.
Still like impacted to the right. High,
Yep.
high.
God damn. All right. Too low.
Too low. Still high.
So either I hit the dirt or I go too high. I hate this. I do not like this at all.
High. Just a little bit high. To the left. Slightly low. Impact. I can't tell. Man, I can't hear over that 22. I can't hear any pings.
Well, good time to start firing, I guess.
Did he see an impact?
Dude, I could hear the hit.
Okay. Yeah, these buffs aren't very good then.
Okay.
Hey, sit down. I'm gonna shoot one more.
All right, shifting over to the next berm.
Okay. Cow?
Yeah, cow.
Okay.
All right. All right, firing ready?
Yeah.
Either you hit it or you're just below it.
I'll go again.
You just struck its front foot.
Oh, okay. Little
High.
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 Still high. Dang.
I think that was a hit.
Confirm?
Now you hit the front foot again.
Dang it!
impact.
Okay.
Want to try push your luck at further distances?
Which one?
Let me go position the drone even more forward.
Are we gonna go past all the berms? Because I see a
Yeah,
second.
like the center berm to the rear black target.
Which black target?
Approximately 500 yards.
Is it all the way up on that hill?
Yeah, all the way in the back.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
tall berm, so tall berm is the backstop on it. Square black target.
Okay, I see him.
I couldn't tell where that went.
Me neither.
Cannot tell.
Not even seeing smoke.
Let me go raise the drone and just see.
Am I overshooting bad or something?
I
Is
can't
that it?
tell. I'm gonna go zoom out on a drone.
Right.
You guys care if we walk down real quick?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Let me go call back on the drone. And from there, we couldn't achieve any sort of meaningful results at further ranges. Anything where a spotter would be useful when giving directions to the shooter. Another thing we tried using was a FNFAL rifle that isn't zeroed in at all, with para sights and just shooting at a bowling pin at 200 yards away. No luck here.
Oh.
Yeah, that is pretty high.
Oh, it hurts. I'm not doing this prone. This hurts.
Still pretty high. Consistently high. Oh, that was very good wind, very good elevation. Bad wind, you feel the round just between them. Closer.
Fuck, this kind of hurts.
Barely high. Barely high.
Yeah.
Just move it slightly to the right, slightly down.
Oh, way
Oh,
high.
that is high.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right, left high.
Ah.
Enough?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
This
call it back.
this thing is not meant to be shot prone in the slightest with this.
So, with all this, what are some other observations with using the drone? At further distances, it is quite difficult to have a reliable visual signal coming from the video feed of the drone into its cell phone. And it kind of looks data moshed and messed up. I haven't had really good luck with that. It does record cleanly on the SD card, but for my editing skills so far with the available equipment, I wasn't able to recreate what it would look like to me, although signal and video quality has degraded. Another issue is that to give calls to the shooter on to adjust left, right, up or down, having the drone be a mobile and not fixed position, not exactly parallel to the target, parallax and other visual aberrations would make it more difficult to call shots. Doing so with small arms fire. So the only way I was able to actually confirm hits was, for the most part, obvious splash where a projectile would strike against a berm or a piece of dirt, or a visual ping against a steel target. So, yeah, I didn't have too much luck over here. So in conclusion, the DJI Mini 2 SE is a decent piece of equipment, especially for the price, being less than $300. Unfortunately, due to the problems I have with shooters and equipment, it's something where I would need to do further look onto it, but with having a better shooter and better equipment, and probably a better drone to have better visualization on confirmation of hits. So it isn't exactly how as I envisioned on how to use a drone, or at least using it in the context of shooting at steel targets at a known distance range. But the main moral of the story, zero your optics. Now, if you do enjoy this video on using a drone as a spotting scope, brought to you by Glow So Bright, go ahead. Give it a like. If you don't, give it a dislike. Comment down below what you think. Read the video description down below. If you'd like to financially support the channel, consider donating to the Ko-fi or joining the Subscribe Star. Joining the Subscribe Star will allow you to participate in the Q&A video later on in the future. But otherwise, I do not have too many plans for that, other than my support and gratitude for supporting the channel. However, another great way to support the channel is to subscribe and share and otherwise engage. Doing so will help defeat the algorithm and help push videos just like this above garbage and slop, which we have too much for, especially on YouTube. So, thank you very much for watching.